Skills for inclusive facilitation. Being a good facilitator requires many different skills. You need to help everyone participate and connect their own experience and knowledge with what they are learning. To be a good facilitator, you need to prepare well, create a safe learning environment, communicate clearly, include everyone, make connections, listen, ask questions, watch the time. We will look at these skills in this film. Preparation. Know your participants. Find out about your participants before the training. Carry out a training needs assessment. Ask whether any participants have accessibility or learning needs. Maybe someone will need a personal assistant or a sign language interpreter during the training. Know the manual. Carefully read the training manual. You want to feel confident to deliver the training and understand the aims, messages, and training approaches. You may need to adapt the training based on what you find out during the training needs assessment. Prepare materials. Write flip charts in large, clear handwriting. Make resources using recycled paper or card. Check facilities. Check that the electricity, projector, laptop, or other equipment is working. Check the toilet facilities and water supply. Arrange the training space. Decide how to arrange the room. You might put seats in a U-shape or set up group tables. You may have enough space for both. Plan how you could change the layout for different activities. Make room for participants to move around. Stick posters or flip charts on the wall. You might need to stick them at wheelchair level. Decide which materials to display throughout the training for the facilitator and participants to refer to. During the training, build a positive relationship with the participants. Welcome the participants. Learn participants' names on day 1. Find out about any concerns or questions they have. Share examples and stories from your own experience. Use friendly body language and facial expressions. Make sure participants can see and hear you easily when you are talking.
Teachers have got poor attitude, so they make a lot of different comments.
Remain present and engaged throughout. Create an environment for learning. Discuss the objectives of the training with participants and refer to them throughout the training. Agree on ground rules for working and learning together. Ask participants for their expectations of the training. Create an environment where participants feel comfortable with each other and able to share their experiences and opinions.
You will lead your partner around this safe space. Your partner has to keep their eyes shut tight.
Use energizers to create a fun and lively atmosphere. Support inclusive participation.
Game starts. I have decided on it. It's now about ordinary level.
Use group work and pair work activities.
I keep also applying.
You could give group members different roles and responsibilities, such as facilitator, note taker, timekeeper, and a reporter. Check everyone has understood the instructions for an activity.
The rule is that you only listen to me if my hand is up. So if I go 4, you don't do anything. If I go 4, you have to put your hand up. So you would have to put your hand up. Yeah? So when my hand goes up, that's the only time it counts. It's the only time it counts. So I'm coming here.
Encourage everyone to contribute, but don't force anyone. If someone is dominating a discussion, thank them for their views and say you want to hear what others think. Treat everyone as equal, regardless of power, personality types, or personal opinions. Make connections to support learning. Adults learn through sharing experiences, solving problems together, applying their learning to real-life situations, and understanding why something is important.
Here our children usually do not know which one is the
Ask participants to share their own experiences and give examples from their own lives.
My first experience at school, like anybody is saying, the schools were very far away from homes. I had to move 7 kilometers from home to school. I rested, I think, 7 times before I reached the school. But of course, I was able to be in that school.
I was the only child with disabilities, and I was using a wheelchair till now. So my school has stairs, around 7 steps. I qualified as a teacher with diploma. Now I manage and run a school called Yurioshimi in my area, and I'm the current mayor of the town council called Namayumba.
Make links to what has been learnt or discussed in previous trainings.
Improved.
Thank you for that.
Yes. And when it came to the results, only 2 children failed to make it to grade 8.
Summarise key points after activities or at the end of a session.
These are some of the things that are very important to share with the teachers.
And it's also what you've explained. Fundamentally, that teacher believed in the children.
Yes.
You know, despite everything that she was told.
Yeah.
So, and these activities are a way of translating that belief.
Listen, observe and ask questions. Observe the group. Notice how participants are feeling.
I think there's a lot.
teachers to be on task, which means instead of them being on social media, they will enhance teaching. It will help to enhance teaching. They will concentrate on
that's
teaching.
clear, that's obvious.
Yes, and then we also
Show that you are interested in what they are saying and why they are saying it.
so which means they would really want to implement. They would really want this to be implemented because they would have come up with the rules themselves.
So the kickstart.
So then the strategy. Okay, so we said through student councils, suggestion boxes, and creative activities.
Ask questions rather than tell. Encourage participants to work together to come up with their own ideas and solutions.
This one, our learners are eager to find out what the progress they are making after knowing this. They know
Facilitate rather than lecture. Be active and responsive rather than lecturing at the front of the room. Use the knowledge of the group. You don't need to know all the answers.
Teachers teach pupils, but they teach the content does not suit
When we talk about accessibility, in most schools, they just look at the ramps. They forget the whole environment. But accessibility, it will include the toilets. Are they accessible?
If participants struggle to understand or have different opinions to you, don't lose patience or let your opinions influence how you respond. Ask, what do others think? Encourage participants to evaluate themselves and to give feedback in a positive way.
And we learned a lot. Thank you very much.
I want to thank you for availing time, participating in this very important training that can change the lives of our children with disability. I want to thank you for being attentive. I have seen a...
Think about timings. Display a large copy of the timetable. Plan to start the workshop on time each day and after breaks. Be flexible if participants need more time to discuss or understand an issue. But if participants are tired, bring in an extra energizer or a break. At the end of every day, encourage the participants to look back at the training objectives and reflect on what they have learnt.
Most of them. Okay, now, what I want you to do is choose a partner, and when you find that partner, I want you to say to each other something really positive about today.
Practice and learn. The more you practice facilitating, the more confident you will get. You will also develop your own ideas for how to improve your facilitation.